your boy Ziggy Doom, man. Another podcast. It's been a while. I know, y'all. I gotta be honest. It is really hard keeping up with these podcasts. I have like so many things going on in the real world outside of YouTube, and I'm in multiple states trying to get things in order, and I do most of it by myself. So, I'm not trying to short y'all, but I need y'all to understand that, I pretty much do everything by myself, and I have to do it between multiple states. So when I have a lot on my plate, and I do work a 9 to 5, I'm not rich or nothing, so I have to work a job. On top of that, and my family things going on and events, it's kind of hard to get everything like in order to where I can get these videos out weekly. But I do try my best, because I would never short y'all, because then that means I don't appreciate y'all, right? And I do appreciate y'all. Y'all been with me for a while, and if I tell y'all I'm gonna deliver something, I need to deliver it, because that's my word. With all that being said, we gonna talk about in this podcast the Passport Boys, and are they simping? A lot of people may not know who the Passport Boys are. It's not nothing serious. It's not like the Proud Boys and Aryan Nation, nothing like that. Basically, the Passport Boys are a group of individuals who have decided that the women in America don't treat them good, or they treat them like crap, or treat them bad. So they decided to get passports to go to other countries and get women there and bring them back here, or some of them even stay over there with those women. Now, I'm going to give y'all the pros and cons of that, because a lot of things about the Passport Boys you hear about, they tell you the good things, but they don't tell you the other side of it, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm qualified to do this because technically I qualify as a Passport Boy. I got, passports. I've been all over the world, military passport, civilian passport, and I have traveled the world, and I have met women all over the world. That shouldn't be a secret. So I would qualify as a Passport Boy, but I will tell you the side of it that the Passport Boys probably won't. Now, if you go online and you see these guys, and they always bragging, I went to this country, I met this beautiful woman, she treats me like a king, she does everything for me, she compliments me, cooks, cleans, all the above, right? And then you have people that say, see, you couldn't get that with an American woman. American women don't cook, they don't clean, they won't treat you like royalty. They feel entitled. They feel as if you have to do things to win them, and then when you do things for them, they don't appreciate you. So these Passport Boys travel to other countries and get these women and bring them back here. Now, to be fair, hey, love, we all have the right to love who we want to love, and we all, deserve to be happy, as long as it's not compromising any of our, prior responsibilities. Translation, we all deserve to be happy, but don't be happy at the expense of your kids. Everyone deserves to be happy outside of that. But, so if you want to go to another country and you actually meet a woman in another country and she gives you happiness that you never got anywhere else, hey, by all means, knock yourself out. I can't tell anyone, you can't find love here or you can't find love there, yada, yada. So we all have the right to do that. If you want to do that, cool. But when you imply that there are only good women overseas in other countries, you might be, you're sadly mistaken. I will say this. I will say that. Y'all forgive me. I'm kind of tired with my words. Had a studio session all night and I ain't getting no sleep, but whatever. So if that's what you think, that you can only find a good woman overseas, that's fine. Let that be your narrative. But don't come back to America and then start saying that to other people. Now you tell them, see, you're not going to find a good woman in America. You can only find a good woman overseas. Here's the thing about that, right? The problem I have with that. One, if you look at the Passport Boys, you'll notice everywhere they get these women, the majority of the places, about 99% of them, they are from third world countries. You got Brazil, you got the Philippines, small islands, Cambodia, places like that. Most of these places are third world countries, and if not third world countries, they're very impoverished, right? So when you go to a third world country or a country that's impoverished, there are going to be people there that are looking for opportunity. Now, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out that when most American men travel to other countries, depending on where they go, they're looking for certain things and they have money. Now, these women in these third world countries, they know this. They're looking for opportunities to get out of their, impoverishment. So, hey, if I can use some of my assets to lure or attract something that will give me better opportunity, I'll do that. And that's what these women do. And I'm not gonna say all of them because there are good women in other countries. But I'm gonna say you go to certain areas and there's gonna be certain type of people. So if you go to an area where there are women who literally parade themselves around as I will do whatever you want. I will dress nice, look nice. I'll be young, and I will do whatever you want. But you gotta take care of me and spend money on me and give me a better life. Well, that's not really love, and that's not necessarily finding a better woman. That's just finding a woman that will cater to you. Now, if you're okay with that, if you're okay with the woman that's only with you because you spent money on her, and I promise you, I know people that spend money on women, and that's the only reason they got them because they spend money on them. I know that's a thing. That's not love. You can say it on the surface. You can take pictures and show the world that, but that's not love. So that's not getting a better woman in another country. That's just getting a submissive woman. You giving her an opportunity to have a better life. In exchange, she's catering to your wants and needs. But what happens is sometimes these women, when they get to America and they realize, what America has to offer outside of you, translation, they become Americanized, then they realize, wait a minute, there's men that are better than you. There's opportunities that are better than the one you have. For me, they'll venture on. They will venture on to other men, other better opportunities. And that's the side of the passport boys they won't tell you. Some of these guys get these women and they have to send money back to these women's families. It's like a financial agreement. Okay, you can marry my daughter, but you got to give us money. You got to take care of us over here. And guys agree to it. Guys will actually spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a woman's family in another country to cater to her for whatever reasons, and to each their own, man. But I'm not doing that. Now, that's one side of the passport, the side of the passport boys they won't tell you about these women. Yeah, they're beautiful and they're young. Of course, they're supposed to be because they're looking for opportunity, But don't think all women in all other countries are all beautiful and young. I've been to many countries, and that's just not true. That is just not true. I can, like I said, I can qualify for a passport boy. You have some beautiful women in other countries, Moroccan, Russian, German, Colombian, beautiful. But you also got you some swamp donkeys, okay? Just like in America. So if you have to go overseas to get a woman, that's the only way you can get a woman. Because you don't have the ability to actually talk to a woman here. Anybody can spend money to get a woman. Some of these passport boys don't have the ability. They don't have charisma. They don't know how to talk to a woman. They don't have charm. They don't have anything. They just don't have that. So they have money. So let me go overseas and spend money on a beautiful woman and bring her here. And the trade-off is I pay for her to have a better life, and she is my trophy piece in America. And you can pretty much tell when you see a certain kind of guy, certain age, a certain shape, a certain build with this gorgeous young woman, he didn't get her because of his charm and his looks and his lure and his charisma. He came up out his pocket. And that's not a flex. I don't think that's a flex. When you got to spend money to get a gorgeous woman, that is not a flex. You cannot brag about that to your friends. Look at my wife. She's gorgeous, huh? I only spent $25,000 on it. Nah, some of these passport boys, they can't. They don't know how to talk to women in America. So they go to a country where a woman is looking for opportunity. She don't care what you look like. She don't even care what you say. She probably don't even speak real good English, but you got that money and that opportunity. She will tell you anything you want to hear. And I promise you, I see that a lot. Dudes having gorgeous wives and you look at them like, bro, the only reason you got her is because you got money. And it may not be the case with all passport boys, right? Some of them can get American women. Some of them have had American women. But at the end of the day, you gotta tell everybody both sides of being a passport boy. Okay, you can't just say, oh yeah, all women in America are trash. You want a good woman, you got to go to another country. That's false. That is absolutely false. There are good women in America. There are bad women in America. But just like everywhere else, you have your good and your bad. The problem is some of you passport boys don't know how to tell the difference. You're not a good judge of character. And you don't even know how to talk to a woman or listen. So you get a passport. Let me buy a passport, go to another country and buy a woman and bring her here. That's not a flex. Okay? I've been with women in America and women in other countries, and I did not have to come out of my pocket ever to get a woman. Ever. That's just not something I've had to do. Call it a gift, a gab, I don't know. But seeing both sides of the coin, I can tell you the pros and cons of it, as opposed to the passport boys who all they're gonna say is, if you go overseas, you're gonna get a great woman. And that's not the case. You can go overseas and get the wrong woman and bring her back and be like, what the heck was I thinking? That can't happen. So, and not to take nothing away from women that are from overseas. There are good women in other countries. I can vouch for that too. There are good women in other countries, well-spirited women that mean well, and it's not about your money and all that. They just, genuinely like you. But there are women that are looking for opportunities, and that's the majority of the women that the passport boys get. And you can look at the guy, look at the woman, and you came up out your pocket for her. There's no way that woman looked at you and said, you are so gorgeous and this and that. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. You are opportunity. Some of you passport boys are opportunities, and y'all get these women and y'all marry them and y'all give them better lives, and behind y'all backs, they are miserable, they are complaining, they are cackling to their other friends about how inadequate you are, what you don't give them, and they making fun of y'all guys. And I only speak on things I know about. I don't speak on speculation. If I bring something to YouTube, it's stuff that I know, that I've heard, that I've witnessed. It's not speculation. And it's also not my place to say, certain things to certain people. Because honestly, I don't care. If someone is playing the fool and I know it, I don't care. You're a grown man and you have no clue that you're getting spent. That's your fault, bro. I don't know how these guys let women spend them, but hey, and sometimes they don't even care. Some guys are like, you know what? I know I'm unattractive. I know I have no game, but I got a lot of money and I don't like being alone. So, hey, if I want to spend money on a woman to keep me company and it makes me happy, hey, I'll do that. And once again, if that's your cup of tea, fine. But do not act like that's a flex, because it's not. Do not talk bad about all American women just because you couldn't get a good one, or you couldn't get one at all. Or you got one that played you, now your feelings hurt, you bitter, and now you got to go overseas to a third world country to bring a woman looking for opportunity back to America that you couldn't get otherwise. Don't do that, because that ain't a flex. I mean, honestly, that is textbook simping. Textbook simping. And we don't simp over here. We do not simp. If you got to simp to get a woman, if you have to spend money to get a woman, if these are the only way, if you have to lie, simp, and spend money to get a woman, those are not flexes, bro. They not. When you can be honest with a woman, when you ain't literally coming out your pocket, for everything, and you're going to have to spend money. That's part of any relationship, so don't get it twisted. Don't think I'm just been tight-pocketed. I ain't never gave a woman money. No. You got to come out your pockets, because that's part of healthy interactions and relationships, to establish them. But if you got to lie or sell a woman dreams, tell her what she want to hear, if you have to give her all types of money, if you have to simp to get the woman, these aren't flexes. You are a certified cornball, in my opinion. And some of the passport boys, if they see this, they'll disagree. They'll say whatever they want to say, and it's cool, because they're entitled to their opinion. But I'm giving y'all the side of the passport boys that they won't tell you, because I've seen this online. I've witnessed it. Oh yeah, you got to go to another country. Yeah, y'all American women ain't supporting us men. We going to another country. Yada yada. Okay, cool. Do that. But understand, all American women aren't like that. That's just impossible for all American women to be bad or to be stupid or to be, looking for opportunity. There's good ones and bad ones. And these passport boys go overseas and they get spent too. They have women overseas knowing they don't care about these men, selling them dreams through these online dating sites, mail order brides or whatever to get their money. And these guys do it. Like, oh, I want to come there, but I need another $1,000. Okay, I'll send you $1,000. Oh, I need another 1,000. I can't. Guys do that. Okay, it happens. So for me, the passport boys thing, if you guys are gonna promote that, you know, you can promote it, but you got to give the good and the bad with it. And to go a step further, you know, there's a lot of couples that where the woman's from another country, and it's because of the military. But you can spot those in my. I can look at a dude and look at his wife, and I can tell, yep, military. Usually it's the haircut. When it's an old man with a military haircut, and he got this foreign woman, yeah, that's usually military. And you know, if it happens that way, cool. But even in the military, they tell you these women are looking for opportunities. And there are women that will be with the man for 20 plus years and they never touch. They never do anything intimate. They never go out. They just, hey, I got a better life. And they're perfectly fine with that. Yes, I know a couple that is like that. Once again, y'all, I'm not speaking on speculation. If I say it, it's because I've seen it or I know it. I don't do that speculation stuff. I have been all over the world. I've been to other countries. I've seen women, you know, good women. I've seen bad women. I've seen women in between. So I can speak on both sides of it. And some of these passport boys can't. These guys ain't never talked to an American woman, or they don't know how to talk to an American woman. They just have no kind of charm or charisma. And it's the truth. So if you want to be a passport boy and, you know, you want to go to another country and get a woman, perfectly fine. But don't bash the women in America. Don't insinuate that only good women are overseas in other countries. Don't do that, because now you lying. And if you want to go to another country and spend all your money in your pocket and it makes you happy, that's great. But then when you come back to America, why don't try to sell that to everybody else in America? Like, hey, you should come with me here, go to this island, spend all your money on these gorgeous women, and bring one of them back to America. Well, what are we doing? Like, is that flexing? Are you bragging about that? And any passport boy that disagree, I promise you, we can talk dialect, you know, all day and all night about it, because I have my strong opinions, because there's pros and cons to everything. And I qualify as a passport boy because I've been to other countries, been to other clubs and seen all that stuff. And, you know, for me, it doesn't impress me, all the razzle dazzle, because I know it's a show. I'm smart enough to know that most of it's just a show. You know, I pay attention more to a person's character than the clothes they wear and the makeup they have. That way I don't get fooled as much. But, you know, everybody plays a fool every now and then, right? All right, man, that's it for this one. Just wanted to get that off my chest. It was really like weighing heavy on my heart, because I'm starting to see it more and more, these hashtag passport boys. And I'm looking at their stories and I'm noticing they leaving out certain things, you know, third world country, women looking for opportunity, the fact that some of these men don't even know how to talk to women. They rather just buy a young, pretty one and parade her around. And some of these women don't even speak English. They just walk around smiling, standing next to them. Hey, here's somebody 20 years older than me. I don't know English, so I'm going to just stand next to them and smile when I get to America. And they're going to give me a better life and send money to my family. Looks like the the women are winning. But, hey, if you want to spend money that makes you happy, I ain't knocking you. That's your life, but that is not a flex, and don't act like it is. So that will be it for this one, man. I got some more music coming. Robeson 96, that should be down the pipeline. We was working on that for a while. Shout out to Matt C out here in Lubbock. We was working on that for a while because I had this vision that I wanted to take a beat and put a little twist on it. You know, I do have those, you know, gifts of gab. I do know music, but I'm not a rapper. It's just something I enjoy doing, and we was in there for a while. I had my son with me, and he did some recordings for me. And no, he ain't no rapper neither, but I like to get my children involved in some of the activities I do. As y'all can see, I'm repping that Black Panther Wakanda Forever. You know, we got to go see that again. Really, really, really good movie, man. I don't think it's going to trump the first, but it is, you know, it is a good way to close Marvel Phase 4 with Black Panther. So I recommend watch it in the theaters, IMAX, and watch it twice if you can. So it's a good movie, but I had to represent, you know, Black Panther. Shout out Chadwick Boseman, man, rest in peace. He will never be replaced. But I will say the movie does leave opportunity for something like that to happen. I'll just leave it at that. Bye, YouTube, man. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for liking. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for subscribing. Leave comments. And as always, until the next video, be easy.